Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla and today I'm going to be going over all of my numbers from Q2 of 2024. Q2 for me came with a big change, and that was becoming fully self-employed. Because of that, I didn't see as much growth with my numbers, but I mean, honestly, looking back at everything put together, things look pretty good and I am happy with the progress that I made in Q2, so I'm excited to go through everything. In these videos, I do always like to encourage y'all to also check in on the progress that you've made over the last quarter, and definitely to check in for the last 6 months if you haven't looked at anything for all of 2024, because sometimes we fail to realize how much progress we have made if we're just looking at the day-to-day or even at the month-to-month. Before I go through everything, I do want to give a thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with me for this video. So if you've been trying to find ways to save money on a month-to-month basis, or if you've just been wanting to switch your phone plan, but you still want access to unlimited talk and text, access to 5G and mobile hotspot, high quality speed, data, coverage, and you still want to keep your same phone, you want to keep your same phone number, then definitely consider switching to Mint Mobile because they offer all of that for as low as $15 per month. Making the switch to Mint is also very easy. Visit mintmobile.com/debtoverit. I also have that link down below in my description box, and you can enter in a little bit of information about yourself. From there, you can also determine if your phone is eSIM compatible, and if it is, you can set things up in about 15 minutes or so, right from the comfort of your home. If your phone is not eSIM compatible, do not worry, they will send you a SIM card for free. You'll get it in a couple of days, and then same thing, you can set things up right from the comfort of your home. I've been using Mint Mobile for a couple of years now, and I am so grateful to be saving money on my phone plan while still getting the coverage that I need. So if y'all are interested in saving some money without the sacrifice, visit mintmobile.com/debtoverit. Again, that's also linked down below in my description box, and make the switch today. They also still have their promotion going on where new customers can get any plan for $15 per month when they purchase a 3-month plan, and that includes the unlimited plan, which is typically $30 per month. Thank you again to Mint Mobile for partnering with me for this video, and now let's talk about Q2. I'm going to go through the same numbers that I've always gone through for these videos. I have been making these videos for years now, so you can go back to, I think the earliest I started was 2020, so you can go back and look at that's really when I started my YouTube channel. I started in December 2019, but I think I started soon after. But anyways, we're going to start with the online income that I earned for April, May, and June. So in April, that was $3,652. That's gross earnings. All of these are gross numbers. May, $2,420. Definitely my lowest month so far this year. June, $4,727. So altogether, $10,799. Now we're going to go through my investments, starting with my Roth IRA. At the end of Q1, my Roth IRA was at $34,974. I did not contribute anything to my Roth IRA because I actually finished maxing it out in Q1. So at the end of Q2, my Roth IRA was at $36,109, and that's an increase of $1,135. So this was all just capital gains as well as dividends. So that's awesome. My Roth IRA is with Vanguard, and everything is invested in VTSAX. Next would be my brokerage account. So at the end of quarter one, my balance was $9,071. I did invest $298 to my brokerage account, and at the end of Q2, I was at $9,641, so that's an increase of $570. I also moved my whole brokerage over to Vanguard. So back in quarter one and before this, I had a split between M1 Finance and then Vanguard. The bulk of it was in M1 Finance with VTI, but I brought all of that over to Vanguard. That was over $7,000. And then in Vanguard lately, whenever I've been adding to my brokerage account, it's been investing in VGT. So I have 80% VTI, 20% VGT. As I mentioned, I did invest a little bit into this, but also there's just been growth in the market, so I'm happy to see an increase there. Next up would be my 401k, and I did contribute for all of April and then one paycheck in May, because my last day at my job was May 3rd. At the end of Q1, my 401k was at $31,790. I did contribute $1,871 myself. My company matched 6%, so that was $401 from them. A total of $2,272 contributed, And then at the end of quarter two, my balance was at $36,262. So that's an increase of $4,472. Also, lots of growth here. I'm going to pop up what I am actually invested in my 401k because I always forget. So those will be up there, but it's only two funds, 50-50 for each, and I've just left those there because I like where they're invested. And then I did open a new retirement account, and that would be my SEP IRA, which I just opened in June. So obviously at the end of quarter one, this was at zero. I did contribute $100 to my SEP IRA. So now it's at $100. It grew to like $100 and some change by the end of June because that's when I put it in. So yeah, an increase of $100. Okay, now for my savings. These are just all of my sinking funds added up. At the end of Q1, my total savings was $32,643. And I did add money to it, like I was adding to my sinking funds, but also taking away from my sinking funds. So I don't have that exact number. Or I could figure it out, but it doesn't really matter. But at the end of Q2, the total balance was at $31,645. So this is actually the only decrease I saw, which was a decrease of $998. I kind of expected this because I knew that I was going to pull from like my business sinking fund because I was doing my giveaway. I think that was like the biggest chunk. I took out $1,000 for my business sinking fund and didn't replenish that in any way. But I'm still happy with that balance and also continuously adding to my 4 main sinking funds that I want to be adding to, as y'all know. Okay, then my net worth at the end of quarter one, my net worth was $108,130. It was actually at the end of quarter one when I had finally gotten over 100K of a net worth. And then at the end of quarter two, my net worth was $115,918, which was higher than I was expecting to see. It's really because of the stock market. Everything is up right now. So yeah, just a lot of increase there. Altogether, that was an increase of $7,788, which is really good. Honestly, that's the typical amount that I've been used to seeing as an increase in my net worth every quarter. I think from Q4 of 2023 to Q1 of 2024, I saw like 20,000 something net worth increase. Yeah, 24,000. So I don't expect to see that big of an increase at all later this year. But hopefully in the upcoming years, I do see those big increases because the more money you have saved and invested, the easier it is to grow because you have all these capital gains and the compounding and the dividends. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then final thing to go over would be the goals that I set. And then I'll also set some goals for quarter three. So first goal was to make at least $12,000 from online income, and I did not reach 12,000, almost. I mean, 10,799, so not even 11K, but that's okay. Almost 11K is pretty good. I wanted to put $6,000 to my savings. I did not reach this goal. I did not put $6,000 to savings as a whole. I know that. Now, let me say that when I made these goals, I had an idea, like I was pretty positive I was going to be leaving my job because it was the final week of March when I was like planning these goals out, but also the final week of March when I was like, I think I'm going to quit my job in April. So that's what happened. And I also, because I was like, okay, I'm probably going to quit my job. Y'all know I didn't want to make it obvious on YouTube until I had like actually left my job and I was out of the company. So I didn't want to put lower numbers because if I had stayed at my job, I would have easily been able to put another 6,000 to savings. So yeah, with that goal and then the net worth goal that I'm about to talk about, I knew that it was not going to be happening because I would be leaving my full-time job. So did not reach that savings goal. And then the third goal I set was to reach a net worth of $125,000. And this is one that, like I said, I probably would have hit it or been close to it if I stayed at my full-time job. So did not hit that. I reached a net worth of $115,918. So like 9,000 off from that. But that is okay with me. I did end up setting my whole entire net worth goal for 2024 to reach 125. So I'm hoping by the end of the year, I can reach a net worth of 125,000 or more. But yeah, didn't reach any of my Q2 goals, but that's okay. So I did set 3 goals for quarter 3. First one, I'm going to set that same income goal. So I would like to make at least $12,000 from my business. Second one, I want to invest at least $600. And this would be specifically investing to my SEP IRA because I recently opened that, and if I put money to it, it lowers my tax burden. So that's why I decided to contribute to that one. And I know 600 kind of sounds like a low number, but for me, that's actually kind of a stretch because I'm really hoping I can invest at least 100 per month. So technically that would be 300 over Q3. But because I don't know what to expect from my business, I just don't know what I'll be able to invest. So I'm aiming for 600 or about 200 per month. And then final goal for Q3 would be to reach a net worth of $120,000 or more. So that means I would need to increase by like 4,000 or so. And between my savings and investing, I definitely will not be adding 4,000. I mean, maybe, just depends on my income. But I don't think I will be adding that much. But because of where the market's been going lately, I wouldn't be surprised if I hit that, you know? I'm pretty positive I can reach that if the market continues to do what it's doing. But as I always say, net worth goals are not anything to stress about because we don't have complete control over the stock market. So it's just a number to aim for. That's all of my numbers for Q2. I hope y'all had an amazing quarter. Please feel free to comment down below all the same numbers if you are open to sharing. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Please check out my description box. I have a lot of links down there that you can look through, including obviously Mint Mobile, coaching, so working with me one-on-one, or even free coaching. You can find my TikTok down there. I've been very active there, so I would appreciate if you follow. And then I also have a bunch of links to the resources that I use, like my credit cards and savings account, so on and so forth. But please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.